out here thinking, well, I didn't slide hop, I didn't tap strafe off this wall bounce, therefore I'm not able to get this kill. Hal easily navigates these situations by doing the basics, and this is why he's so enticing to play. Now, one thing you'll notice as we break down this clip and as we go into the other parts of this video, which there are 5, this is a competitive Apex Legends player. This is one of the best in ranked and in competitive history. He has won more almost than any other person. And so he doesn't have to prove himself. He isn't about pub stomping. He's taking the ranked gameplay style into Apex Legends. And that's why I wanted to start here with number 1, he is the Terminator. No wasted movement or effort. This is what Hal is great at, and you'll watch this as we continue. The second tip that I want to talk to you guys about is cover. Hal is a master at finding cover and using cover in the right way. The 2 pieces of cover that I want to bring to this awareness as we watch these clips in a second are head glitches, repositioning, high ground. This is the basic fundamental essence of cover. Obviously, repositioning so you have something in between you and the enemy, but also taking high ground so that you can see them and they can't see you. This is one of the biggest tenets of high ground, is that you can choose to engage or choose to disengage on people who are on the low ground. And low ground people have to wait for the high ground people to peak. Head glitches as well as what you will see. And this I just wrote, there's no ego. Taking cover doesn't mean you are worse than anybody else. What it means is he's not demonstrating that he has to go out into the open to try to kill you, and he's just going to take the smartest fight possible. It's just business. That's what I like about Hal. Let's go to it, because at this point, you're going to start to see him use cover in this fight. Break it down. A little bit of pause action here, because I do want to walk about it. Okay, now notice these 2 little moments of Hal. 1, the first shot, he's got cover here, and he's got cover here. Secondly, he starts to engage, and every time he is not ready to shoot or wants to reset the fight so that he can get maybe a better timing on his back and forth, we're going to see him dip into cover. Even this little moment, look, he didn't run out, he misses the shot, keeps the cover, misses the shot, and runs back into cover, holsters his weapon so he gets the extra movement speed, ready for a slide jump, goes into it, brings the Peacekeeper out, and knowing where he wants to go, is ready to fire, hit 38, break shield, but also press E, close the door, and immediately start healing, putting it into an advantageous position. Now, if they didn't have an arc star, that would have been a great position for Hal. They couldn't burst through the door. Let's take a look at how he uses cover here. Immediately, this is a player who has won hundreds of thousands of dollars in Apex Legends. This is somebody who has accomplished more than most people will in their life in any competitive sphere of anything in this game. And he's still acting like he's afraid to get shot. All I'm saying is this is why he's so successful, because it's not about the ego. It's not about, I'm so good, let me stand out here and just 1v1 you. Even here, he's got a head glitch going on to where his head is exposed only when he wants to. Notice the crouch each and every time after he shoots. So he's exposing his head to shoot and then getting it back. So there's very little parts of his body that you have to shoot at. He's minimizing his target, making yours bigger. Meanwhile, that player's out in the open. Look at this guy. He's just out in the open. Like, you know what I mean? And so this is where a lot of players go wrong. And one thing that Hal abuses, most players never use, the fact that cover is your friend. It should always be a part of your strategy. Even here, the visuals he's getting, because this is what you have to do at the highest level of Apex. He is showing you exactly what that looks like at the highest level of Apex. Another bonus that I want to get into right after this, see if you can pick it out, is something I mentioned with Timmy as well. Yet he wasn't using this. Again, back to the cover. Beautiful shot. Actually, Bates using cover, and now, because he gets the win, and look at this, immediately gets the win, he's right back into cover knowing someone else is coming around. This is a tough shot.
Bitcoin, the best money we've ever had. With a different kind of money comes a different kind of cards. Crypto.com Visa cards, powered by crypto. Reserve yours now.
I remember how it felt back in the day when I had just $7 in my pocket. It's the reason why I partnered with Acorns, my favorite savings and investing app. The earlier you begin, the more chance your money has to grow. It could really begin with just $7.
And he mentioned something earlier about respecting this Bloodhound player.